What is happening? Hope everyone is doing well. We have a Starbucks Grande Blonde Latte. So I want to chat about automate, delegate, remove. Today, I want to chat about mindset. Today, I want to chat about becoming a lifelong learner. Today, we are talking about sales processes. So we're going to entitle these live sessions, Coffee with Cody. Hello, hope you're doing well. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Cody. Listen back on the replay. I want to say thank you for tuning in. It's Monday here right now, Monday morning in Peterborough, Ontario. It's kind of slippery out today, a lot of snow, but this is not the news. We want to chat about something that I've been thinking a lot about over the last week, and it's something. Sorry, I'm going to close the Slack channel. If you heard the ding, that's Slack. We're going to close that out. And today, what I want to chat about is just this idea that the customer is not always right. And I want to dive into it. It's going to be a short one, but a good one. I got a lot of response on something, and I spent 10 years in the telecom industry managing teams for people that don't know. But I spent the 10 years that I spent in the telecom industry, obviously I dealt with the general public. And I don't know about you, if you've ever worked a retail job or a server job, really in this industry, there's this mindset that the customer's always right. And I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with the idea that the customer is always right. For example, we book a lot of our appointments through automated sales funnels. So people book right into our calendar. And I was listening to a call back the other day where this specific person was just not nice to my team member. And I've chatted a lot about this, and we chat about this in our book about be a nice person and be nice to your waiter, because you never know who that person might be. They could be your CEO one day. They could be your boss one day. You could be applying for a job and you just have no idea who it is. And I think it's a standard principle to just be a nice person. The golden rule, do unto others as you would want to do unto yourself. And I was chatting with my team about this, and I was listening back to the call, and I actually wrote about this where this prospect was rude. They were abrupt. They just were not a nice person. And I don't deal well with that because my team means a lot to me. And I would rather my encouragement today is don't sacrifice your peace or the piece of your team for somebody that is not nice. No, you can't pay me an amount of money in order to be rude to me, to be abrupt. And I wrote about this last week, and I got a lot of response back from it. But like, if you're the type of person, and like, this is what we aim to be. If you're the type of person that yells at your waiter, is mean to your waiter, is mean to somebody in retail, not the type of people we want to work with. We work with passionate and energetic entrepreneurs. And that's my encouragement. Wherever you're at in life right now, or whatever your business you're running, my encouragement is don't sacrifice your peace for money. It's not worth it. And I've come down to this realization over the last little while where it's like there are enough good people to work with that I don't need to sacrifice my peace in order to work with people that might not fit into our ethos and into our mindset of how we run a business. And that's the encouragement I want to give you today is wherever you're listening, if you're listening to Apple, iTunes, Spotify, the encouragement that I want to give you is this idea that the customer is always right. I just think is flawed information. I don't think the customer is always right. If a customer is rude, if they are abrupt, if they are unhappy because they don't get their own way, and trust me, like there are things that could we perform better customer service? Absolutely. But there's ways to go about having that conversation and giving feedback. It doesn't have to be abrupt. It doesn't have to be rude. You don't have to talk down or degrade people in order to kind of get your point across. So you can have that conversation without being rude. Like it's common sense, but common sense isn't always common practice. And I don't know about you. If you're listening back to the replay or you're on the live right now, throw in the comment section live, but throw in the comment section, like an example of, I would love to know, throw in the comment section or let me know about an example where you have had a rude client or rude customer, and how did you handle that? Because I try to kill them with kindness. And that's ultimately what I try to always do. And when I was in my retail days, I always tried to just kill the person with kindness. And that's my encouragement I want to give to you is like, when somebody doesn't interact with you the right way, rather than, sinking down to their level, find a way to make them smile. If you can walk into every circumstance, and this is what I really always tried to do when I was in retail, and I try to do now to this day, is like, how can I find a way to make this person smile? Because I find that changes your demeanor, and it can sometimes change their demeanor. Like there are certain circumstances where it won't work. But really, I just wanted to hop on here really quick today because I was thinking a lot about this over the last week, about this idea that the customer is always right. They are not always right. In my opinion, that is flawed information. I don't know about you. Let me know if you feel like that's flawed information, because I definitely do. I think that there are ways that obviously we can go above and beyond. And I think within customer service and within serving clients, and if you really have a servant's heart, you will always want to actually physically over deliver for clients. And that's my heart, is I always want to over deliver. Always want to over communicate. It's one of our values, but don't sacrifice your peace for money. I want to leave you with that. I'm going to say it one more time. Listen to me closely. Do not sacrifice your peace for money. It is not worth it. Your team will appreciate you more. And when I actually talked about this, with our team, they reached out to me and they're like, wow, thank you. I really appreciate the fact that this person was rude to me on the phone, and you don't want to work with those types of people. Your team will appreciate you more. You will sleep better at night. You will have more peace. And that's the encouragement I want to give you today. Like I said, this is going to be a short one, a good one. Do not sacrifice your peace. I'll say it one more time. Do not sacrifice your peace for any amount of money. It is not worth it. It is one of those things that it's one of those things that I don't think is talked about enough, but it's just not worth it. So I thank you for tuning in another episode of Coffee with Cody. I thank you for hopping on the live. Let me know what you think. If really, again, we don't monetize these things. The Coffee with Cody, it's really, the goal is to provide massive value back to the entrepreneur community. And the best thing that you can do is share this with somebody that you might find they might find useful, entrepreneur, business owner, a friend that, is looking for just growth personally and professionally. That's the reason I go live every day, is I have this innate mission and passion to help over 1 million entrepreneurs experience both passion and exuberant energy in both their personal and professional lives. And that's my mission. We wrote a book. It's coming out in April, Mayish, spring time 2021. We wrote a book all about these principles, the mindset and business blueprint for your life of purpose. That's my mission. That's why I decide to show up every day. I thank you for tuning in another episode of Coffee with Cody. Really do appreciate your time. Really do appreciate your attention. Hope you have a great day. We'll chat with you soon.